Monday, August 5th, 2019. Working in my classroom this morning, and at about 11 o'clock, I got to head out to Pasadena, because I am taking the CSET Music Subtest 1 for the second time. The first time, I got a score of 206 and you need 220 to pass, so I'm taking it again. I studied with a Mometrics study guide, took the practice test, scored 87%, so I should be fine this time. But I hear stories of teachers who take the CSET for their various subject areas 3, 4, 5 times before they pass, because it is a difficult test. And for music, I have to take 3 subtests. This is just the first one of 3, so it's gonna be a few years before I finish all 3 of them. But it's the road toward getting my single subject credential. Yeah. Okay, I gotta say something. And I get teased a lot because I correct people, I correct grammar and word usage, and it's only because I love the language, and I feel like the language is being corrupted and deteriorating around us. And so anyway, I've been listening to a podcast on my way to school and on my way home and in my classroom and all the time. The Dave Ramsey Show. It's a financial management thing. One of the top 4 podcasts of 2018. Anyhow, don't use this one. So I have to say something because I'm in love with the language and I want to preserve the language. And I just heard something on a podcast that I listened to where the woman was calling in and she said, "Yeah, I know. I got the horse before I got the cart. I got things wrong, in the wrong order." She's explaining that she did things in the wrong order. The phrase is not, "I got the horse before I got the cart." That's actually, if you take that literally, yeah, I got a horse before I got a cart. Well, that's smart. Why would you buy a cart if you don't have a horse first? No. What she should have said is, "I got the cart before the horse." And it means, instead of the horse pulling the cart, the cart is in front of the horse and the horse is pushing the cart. You have things in the wrong order. So when you say, "I got the cart before the horse," it doesn't mean you procured the cart before you got a horse. No. Before means in front of. "I got the cart before the horse" means I put the cart in front of the horse instead of putting the horse in front of the cart. That's what the phrase means. Maybe these should be scripted. Okay, I ran into Nancy, my janitor here at RHS, and she asked if my chairs were up. I said, "No, they're not. They're down." She said, "Oh, if you could get them up today, I will vacuum your floor." I said, "Okay, great. I'll get those chairs up then." She said, "Could you do it first thing?" I said, "Yeah, I'll do it first thing." So what am I doing first thing? First thing, getting those chairs up right now. All right, I'm gonna go out on a limb here. Do a little personal accountability thing. Something I'm doing this year. Back in 2014, 2015, when I was substitute teaching in the high school district, I did this thing. I was so bored. I did this thing where every hour, I set an alarm on my clock for every hour. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, throughout the school day. And when my alarm went off every hour, I'd drop and do 10 push-ups. I started with 5. 5 push-ups every hour. I did 5 in August. Then in September, I went to 10. October, I went to 15. November, I went to 20. December, I went to 25. That sort of thing. So by the end of the school year, I was doing more than 30 push-ups an hour. And it was really great. And the kids even started calling me the push-up machine. Oh, are you the push-up machine? You know, when I would come sub in their class. So that was pretty cool. And some of the kids would join me when I do it. My alarm would go off and I'd drop and do push-ups, and some of the kids, boys and girls, would drop and do push-ups with me. So that was cool. So I thought, that was 5 years ago. I only did it for that school year, and then I stopped. So I'm doing it again this year, and it's August. I've been doing it since the end of July. So every hour, my alarm goes off, and I do 10 push-ups for the month of August. Join me. It's fun. I just got off the phone with Mike. I don't need to say his full name. No, Mike? Yeah, Mike. Anyway, the band is going to be doing a coffee fundraiser starting on Monday, when we sell for 2 weeks, and then we put the order in, and the order comes back and they deliver, and it's going to be great. I asked if he did K-Cups because a lot of people are asking about K-Cups. He said no, but we get a lot of people asking about that, especially people on the West Coast. The West Coast does K-Cups. Interesting. I'm in the hot car. It's time to leave school. Time to go down to Pasadena for the CSET, and I'm gonna get lunch on the way. Where am I gonna get lunch? I don't know. I don't plan these things. They just happen. Well, I finished the CSET music subtest with 70 minutes left on the testing clock. What does it mean? What does it mean? Let's go down to 5. This is where I parked. So, it's a tough test, I have to tell you. That's the second time I took it. The questions were not exactly the same. There was a lot less about composers. There were 2 writing questions instead of just 1. And it's hard to remember because boom, 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 they just come at you. You know, you finish one, you go to the next, and you can't, it's hard to remember. I would love to pay somebody with a photographic memory to take the test and then come back and write down all the questions. That'd be trippy and totally illegal. So let's not do that. Well, I'm stopping at Stater Brothers somewhere in Pasadena area to get something to drink on the way home. I hope traffic isn't too bad, but I have my cell phone to entertain me. Humberto at Stater Brothers in Pasadena helped me out. He said, "Oh, I see what you got there. You on a trip or something?" I said, "Yeah, I got the water. I got an apple. I got a banana. I got a little bit of chocolate and some caffeine." Woo! I said, "I'm trying to be a responsible snacker." He says, "Yeah, I can see that." So where are you headed? I said, "I'm going back to Lancaster." He said, "Whoa, up to where it's nice and cool." I said, "Yeah, it was 103 when I left. We'll see what it's like when I get back." He says, "Good luck with the traffic." Yeah, he knows about that freeway. So let's do it. Stopped for a relief break at the In-N-Out at the Sand Canyon exit and didn't buy a shake. Didn't buy a thing. That's discipline for you. But no, I always think when I go in here and I don't buy anything, I just use the restroom and I leave. I think, I imagine this scenario where an employee goes, "Hey, you can't leave, you didn't buy anything." And then I say something like, "Dude, I brought my family here for more than 20 years and ate 5 meals, 5 people. Every time we went to LA or Orange County or San Diego, every time on the way home, we stopped here and ate. Don't tell me I can't use the restroom. So here I am at home. Got home earlier than I thought I would because I finished the test 70 minutes early. 70 minutes left on the test and I walked away. I said I was done. What does it mean? Anywho, it's only 94 degrees. Let's do something. Who wants to do something? Oh, I forgot to tell you. The good news is one of my incoming freshmen messaged me when I was driving home from Pasadena and told me that we have 2 more members of the band coming in, 2 more freshmen coming in, a clarinetist and a bass clarinetist. So that doubles our clarinet section from 2 to 4. So we'll have 2 regular clarinets and 2 bass clarinets. I hope that's true. That'd be great. So we'll see. You know, I checked my attendance software this morning, and my class schedule is up, but still no student roster, so I don't know who. I don't have names, and that's frustrating. I wish I had names so I could contact all the incoming freshmen and bring them up to speed. But hey, you know, you got to do the best you can with what you've got. That's my motto.